Alright, what's up guys? It's me, Grayson. I'm back with a new video today. I thought I would try some mask reviews where I take a look at some of the masks that you've sent me over the past few days. If anyone in the audience wants to find any of these people, or maybe find some of these masks, or some of the masks that these people have made, I'll make sure to leave their links in the description down below. But without further ado, let's just get right into it.
Alright, mask number one comes from Larock, and I absolutely love this one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a custom Freddy vs. Jason mask, but I'm not too sure. But just look at how beautiful these straps are. I love every single bit of it. This giant metal bit right in the center, and the adjustable straps with the buckles. It's just perfect. I'm jealous of the strap work in like every way. Seriously, great job. Now let's move on to the paint job because that's what everyone's here for, I'm sure. And I'm just like, I'm real surprised with the smaller details that a lot of people might not notice. They are seriously impeccable. Like the smaller little scratches really pushes the mask forward a lot in my opinion. The smaller scratches around the larger scratches look really nice and is appreciated. Now let's move on to those four larger scratches. Personally, I think they're a bit too dark. I probably would have made them just a bit more brown, but I know a lot of people love the dark black look, so that's in no way a bad thing at all. That's just something I would have done different personally. Now to move on to the actual paint job, I love the yellowing along the edge of the mask. Great work there. Now, I'm not too fond of painting over the bottom snaps. That's just a personal thing. I don't think many people much care. But I absolutely love how you made sure to put a scratch through one of the bottom snaps. Like, great work, great attention to detail. A lot of people don't ever do that, and I love that you did. Terrific work on dirtying up the mask. The decals. I'm not too sure about that. You've opted to paint them on, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there isn't, anything coherently wrong. But if I were going to do it, I would have made the coloring just a bit differently. But only because you can't really tell the difference between the blood and the decals. I would have made the decals a bit more of a solid color, and the blood I would have kept like that translucent color like you've had it. I love how the blood looks like really liquidy. That look is really hard to get, and I'm just impressed there. Fantastic job on the splatters themselves. I know that the splatters are really hard to get. You knocked it out of the park. This is great work, Chris. Keep it up. If anyone wants to check out his work, you can check his stuff in the description down below. Mask number two comes from Mick. He gave me free reign to give a deep dive into any of his masks. So I chose this one just because he said it was his first mask. Now, full disclaimer, he did say this wasn't the first paint job. And again, it looks like another custom Freddy vs. Jason mask. I say that just because the hefty scratch marks down the masks, guys, like the 4 scratch marks, they always remind me of Freddy vs. Jason masks. So don't hold me to that if, it actually isn't a Freddy vs. Jason mask. That's just what I see it as. I love the screwed rivet looks. There's not a lot of people that do that still. I'm not fond of the gold look. I really wish they were silver. That's just a personal thing. But let's move on into the paint job because I absolutely love this paint. Great work here with the yellows and the browns and the black. Everything is just perfect and has a great even gradient between the colors. The black sweaty runny look given throughout the mask, I love, like coming from the holes. I love that. I love the sweaty looks. Anytime anyone adds those little lines coming from the holes, I love that. Let's move on into the scratches. I really love how they go all the way through in some areas, and in some areas you chose to keep the mask intact. Like, they didn't go completely through the mask, but almost. You painted them dark brown as well, which is, the look I prefer. Brilliant work there. Now, I'm not too fond of the straight set of what I believe are scratches at the top. I'm not real sure what look we were going for there, but the other scratches look really great. I'm just not so sure about those top scratches. They almost look like staples. That might just be me looking into it, but I'm not fond of that. Now, the decals are painted on, I believe, and there's nothing wrong with that. I wish that the cheek triangle was a bit thicker. Slim decals always look weird to me for some reason. I know some people prefer that look, but that's just a personal preference again. Now, let's talk about my favorite part of this, that blood, that gorgeous, glorious looking blood. It's just perfect in every way, like the nice thick blood, like it looks like brain matter or muscle tissue. Like, oh my god, I'm jealous of this blood work. I've never seen anyone do blood like this, and it just looks perfect in every way. Like, I'm so jealous of that. Keep doing that in all your masks, because I want to see more of that. Please, for the love of God, do a tutorial, because I want to know how you do that. Now, if any of you guys want to check out Andrew's work, you can find his link in the description as well. Alright, mask number 3 comes from Sosa, and I'm hoping I said that name right and I didn't just butcher it completely. Paul is bringing in this nice rustic look, and I love it. Custom masks are by far my favorite. I really don't like movie masks as much. Like, I want to see more custom stuff. I love custom masks. He's got some basic elastic is what it looks like, with some beautiful rusted snaps. Like, it's hard to get those rusted looks on snaps, so I'm really impressed about that. I'm super jealous about this one. Like, I haven't seen very many rustic masks, so this one's hard to review because I haven't seen a lot, nor have I made one myself. But let's jump into it, shall we? So, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm not sure if this is even plastic. Oh man, it's hard to believe this is plastic if it is. Like, oh, this is great work. You made it look like metal, like really made it look like metal. If you told me it was metal, I would believe you. There's no way this is indistinguishable, The browns around the hole are just perfect, or the browns around everything are just perfect, and the way that you have, certain bits weathered down a bit, I love that. Like, it really pushes forward the mask in every way. The metal, personally, I would have added more red, blues, and some yellowy white colors, which, it looks like you got some in there, but I would have just pushed it a bit stronger with those. Also, I wish you would have added decals in some sort of way, like made it look cracked or something in that kind of way, but like almost like how they did Roy's mask, how they have that faded look on there. I wish you would have did that or something, but by no means is this wrong. This looks absolutely beautiful. I love this. If you guys want to check out Paul's work, his link is in the description as well. Alright, now let's check out something a little different besides Jason masks. AMbry, masks by AMbry. AMbry sent me over this beautiful rawhide mask. AMbry makes all his masks out of this stuff, and it's so different. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like, 90% of masks you see out there are made out of some sort of rubber material or plastic, and this is rawhide. I've not seen a lot of people do this. AMbry's really the only one that I've seen. It looks beautiful. Now it's kind of hard to review this because it is a rawhide mask, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. The straps are just regular elastic with these beautiful rivets on them. Now originally I thought this was a full hood type deal covering like the back of the head, but after he sent over the video file I kind of realized that it wasn't, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of like how he makes his full hood masks versus these, and that's just a personal thing. You know, some people might just like the face covering masks. The only thing that I can really say negative here, if you can really call it negative, I'm just kind of indifferent about it, is like the thread on the top of the mask is like a bit too clean comparatively speaking. I would have dirtied up that thread just a bit, but that's really it. Like, I love these strings in the mouth. I love the, you know, the mouth work. I love everything about this mask. The little bitty holes throughout the mask is just, it's perfect in every way. I hope I see more of ANBRY's work in the future. Like, I really want to do more reviews on his stuff because I love his masks so much. Keep it up, AMbry. ANBRY's stuff will be in the description as well. Alright, the last mask, or hood should I say, comes from Anthony Lagarde, and I hope I'm not massacring your name either. But without further ado, I do believe this is a part 6 hood, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've watched all the movies, but I think this is part 6. This is seriously great work. I don't know what you want me to review about this, but I just don't know what to say here because I love this. I'm seriously impressed. I guess if I were gonna do anything different with this mask, I might add some more yellows, whites, and grays in there, like just to kind of lighten up the color. But I think you've actually tried to go for a bit more of a dirty look, and I like that. I love everything about this. I do know, just because, you know, you've discussed it in the group, that this is your first time doing airbrush work, and if you had never told me that, I never would have guessed, because this is just, it's impressive all around. I like the yellowing of the teeth, the browning on the outer corners, the browning in the skull area around the corners of the skin. It's beautiful work. I love it. Keep up the good work. And you guys can check out Anthony's work in the description down below as well.